What is up, guys? This is Richard from kingslayercards here with the Nova Grappler Master, David.
How you doing, guys? I'm here to go over the Nova Grappler deck. We're gonna have a copy of it for budget on the Kingslayer store website, and I'm gonna go through it, give you some tips, and then some good upgrades for it. Let's get dive into it. I'm gonna start with the Stride deck. The final upgraded package would replace a few of the doubles because the Nova Grappler Stride deck is really just a toolbox. You play a lot of one-ofs. You play, basically, the only two of G unit you have is the Vic-10, the G-Guards, and the rest is a one-of. You go with the Harmonics is an indefinite upgrade. Dreiger is an indefinite upgrade. But these cards here, these will definitely get you games. Bustard and Merciless will definitely get you there. And then the G-Guard lineup is all about preference. I prefer having my options to countercharge and draw cards as a must. Obviously that is per person. And then another upgrade option would be, I would usually add Dismal, but that is again up to preference on how you value your rear guards and how people treat you when you are playing Nova Grapplers. Diving into the main board, we don't play this. This is bad. We play Rune Bowl. So get that out of there. The grade 3 lineup, as per in the deck, it doesn't change. We play 2 Zubat usually, and then you can either switch it around or leave it how it is. You can either play 3V Victor and 1G Victor, or you can play 3G Victor and 1V. I myself prefer the 3 Extreme Battler Victor from V because it gives you the marker, it gives you the search, and if you are stuck on it, it's not bad if you can't stride. Zubat is for the just the resource game. You obviously want to ride this against decks that you don't want to have an Excel circle against. And then anything you need to farm resources with. So if you know it's going to be a longer game, Zubat is definitely your best friend. And then this is just, I want to go fast and beat your face in. Into the rest of the grade 3 lineup after upgrades, you want to try to put in an Embrace Angel Ladder or a Cowburn. Some people are preferring the Fire Gallus to get your pieces. I am playing Angel Ladder because sometimes resist isn't enough to stop my opponent from interrupting with plays such as Pale Moon, maybe Bermuda bouncing my front row, stuff of that nature. Anything that just doesn't target my rear guards, I want to be able to stop them. And this card also goes into Soul to fuel for my stride costs and any of my restand effects. So that is this is my top preferred option if you're upgrading into a Regalis piece. The grade 2 lineup, I think is just down to a science. We start with the Spiral Breakers, the Golsachis, and the 4 Sazondas, and that is your grade 2 lineup if you're playing Victor. I think that is exactly how it is in the list on the deck code, and I think that is how it should stay. If you take any away, I think you're doing it wrong, but that's all you. If you add any to it, that's fine. If you want to add Earnest for like some combos, that's fine. Starlight Hedgehog, you're cooking, but definitely 4 of all of those. The Ride Fixer is definitely your best friend as it stands 2 when your opponent's at grade 3. For a Soul Blast while being boosted, so it can target the booster if they're at grade 3, and then it stands itself, and then it combos with Sazonda to make more power, and then it also procs your Bustard and Winning Champs to Soul Blast to just turbo into your GV8. Now, the budget list does not include these 2 cards. We replaced 2 of the draw PGs with these, and then play, I believe, a few more crits in the trigger lineup, but we want to play Sanctitude obviously, and I like Baryon because he lets me draw a card on defense. Say if I'm just needing more defense or I need a new piece for the next turn, I can use it and I can try to get a little bit more advantage. Now this only guards Victors, so you got to be aware that this cannot protect your Sazondas, your Golsachis, your Spiral Breakers. It can only protect Victor, and then this is just good. So these are this is definitely an upgrade that you would need to do if you wanted to take it to an event. This is just something that I prefer to have more resources. Going into the rest of the lineup, we have Barbarian, Garrowhawk, the boy Gunsden, And then our Arashid lineup. This is my preference. Usually you want to go with maybe 2 to 3 Jarrahawk, definitely minimum 2 Gunsden depending on the format, 3 to 4 Gunberrigan, and then you play 4 of Rashid in any combination. I prefer being able to search out any victor that I want rather than looking at top 5 for a grade 3. So I prefer to play the Rashid G Stride Enabler at 3 over the 4 Rashid from V. This is just, it can whiff. So I'd rather just have the guaranteed search because we also play heal guards in this deck, so we have plenty of 3s to reveal and just search out what we want. Being a 7k with 5k shield is fine because we play, we are Nova Grapplers and we want to take damage anyway. This card is goated because it says I don't need to take damage to do my plays, just like Spiral Breaker. It gets 5k when it activates its skill. It's a once per turn, and it can stand itself. This is also your best friend when you just need to push pressure and just go for more extensions. Gunston protects your board, and Jarrahawk restands its booster and draws you a card. So those are just good extender cards, and then Gunston can also be used as a beat stick. So if you're high on GB, and it restands, it gets 4k for every card face up in your G zone. So just remember that when you're going into the long game and you just need a beater, you can remember that Gunsden is one of those cards that can be a beater. Into the trigger lineup, we have Break Pass in the upgrade package, Kitten Pecan. We still play the 2 Twin Bladers. We play the heal guards. I like 4 heal guards always. I don't like to dip any lower than that because sometimes aggro decks just get the best of us. And then we upgrade, we play 1 Red Lightning. You can play Sar Blaukluger instead, but that's up to you. I prefer Red Lightning as it is more of a, I don't have to have a counterblast to countercharge, and it just goes into soul. And we played Elder Breath. What's not in the budget list is Break Pass. Break Pass is it has a little bit of price on it. I believe it's what, $4 on this recording of this video. So I recommend picking them up to upgrade into it. I know the deck plays 4 Red Lightning. It's just a streamline into the Bustard play. But definitely you want to cut down the Red Lightnings, play some Break Pass, put in the Elder Breath if you don't already have one. Elder Breath wins games. And then I would never take out Kitten Pecan because it is just it's just a free stride basically. 15k shield, you have Twin Blader, and you're playing grade 1 PGs so you can get around some sort of guard restriction shenanigans. And then obviously the heal guards are heal guards. And that's mainly the deck. Again, good upgrades for the deck include obviously Elder Breath, Break Pass, Sanctitude, Arashid, and I believe it's Angel Ladder, Dismal, Driger, and Harmonix. These are the cards, if you want to take this deck to an event, I recommend putting these into the deck no matter what. But the deck at the Kingslayer store will definitely get you some games. You'll have a lot of fun with it, and if you really enjoy it, pick these cards up, slot them in, take them to an event, and have a great time. Appreciate y'all watching.